So I am doing another fan cast of a character. We have no idea if this character is even in talks for anything, for a movie, for a Netflix series, which I think would work really well for this character, and maybe the character that she is influenced by. Put them together, maybe something would work. I'm talking about Hawkeye today. Hawkeye, and I'm not talking about Clint Barton or Jeremy Renner, I'm talking about Kate Bishop. One of my favorite comic book characters in the last couple of years. I really think she's gained a cult following in comic book fandom. She's really become her own character, and I've always been intrigued by her. I'm a huge fan of Hawkeye, the Clint Barton version, and just to see that he took on this protege who they don't really get along. They're kind of like a buddy cop kind of way they talk to each other. I thought that was really entertaining. I think she's a really well-rounded character. And I thought, let's talk about some actresses that I think could really pull off a good performance for Kate Bishop. And I guess we're going to start things off. You've seen the thumbnail. You know who my first choice is going to be. If you've seen the thumbnail, I chose her for Batgirl 2. But I really think because Kate Bishop's so aggressive, she's so tough, and she's so independent, I think Haley Steinfeld would be a good choice. All the reasons I said about Batgirl are the same for her. If you're going to put Jeremy Renner in a project, you want someone that can play off him really good, and Kate Bishop, Haley Steinfeld, is a really good character to do that. She's a strong, fierce, independent woman, and I think she could definitely pull off a character like that in a film or in a TV series. Haley Steinfeld, I would put her in anything. I love her as an actress. I think she's really talented, and I want to see her have a big role like this and explode on the screen, do something incredible. So yeah, I have Haley Steinfeld. And coming up after her, I have Zoe Kravitz, I don't know. She was just in Big Little Lies. I wasn't really going to put her on this list because, I thought she's a good actress. I don't think she's the right fit, but she could definitely pull off the mystery, something different that I wouldn't expect from the character. And I always like somebody in there that gives us something I wouldn't expect, something new, something original that even I, who's making this list, be like, you know what, that's something I wouldn't be expecting. I think Zoe Kravitz is a really good actress. This would be a good role for her. It'd be something different, something unique. She could definitely pull it off. I'd like to see her with a bow and arrow, do something like that. Was she in the Hunger Games? I can't remember. She was in one of those, young adult things, right? I don't know. Well, I think she's a good actress. She can definitely pull it off. I really think she could pull it off. So I have Zoe Kravitz. Now this one, I was really debating putting her on the list because I wanted to stay in the range of 20 to 30 because you want somebody younger. She's 17 years old. And I wasn't going to put her on the list, but I think if you get younger, you can really see the father figure from Clint to Kate. I think she can act. She's a good actress. She's held her own in Mad Men. She was just in Feud, the Betty and Joan series, which I love. Her name is Kiernan Shipka. I think that's how you pronounce it. She played Betty Davis's daughter in Feud, and I think she's a really talented actress. She's held her own against bigwigs before. She's Don Draper's kid. I think she's a really incredible actress, and she's still really young. She can grow into a role like this if we want to see Kate Bishop evolve over time, take up the mantle of Hawkeye later. I don't want to see Hawkeye's kid, one of his kids when they're young now, take up the mantle of Hawkeye later. You get Kate Bishop in there, you get her young, she's in her teens, she's getting trained by Hawkeye. When she's in her 20s, she'll have her own standalone. Kiernan is a good character to bring in there and just grow into this role, into this big franchise. She's attractive, she's got the look of it. Dye her hair, you got a good actress right there. So Kiernan Shipka, and again, I'm going to stick with somebody who isn't my first choice, but she definitely looks the part. I know she's an actress. Victoria Justice. You could say a lot about her. She hasn't really done a lot of acting outside of stuff for Nickelodeon. And that's okay, because it's a Nickelodeon thing. You're going to stick to Nickelodeon projects like that. But she can act. She's got the look. She is actually talented. I will give her that. I do think she's talented. She can definitely pull it off. We've seen her being tough before in a few other projects. She can definitely do it. She's a little bit, I don't know, oddball choice, but I did just have a 17-year-old. She looks the part. I definitely think she could pull it off. And I like Kate Bishop. I like Victoria Justice. I think that's a good casting. I think it could work. I'd be excited to see what she could pull off, do something unique I haven't seen. And you know what? I think it would be a nice fit. So I have Victoria Justice. And in this choice, I'll be honest with you, I have not seen all of the Vampire Diaries. I haven't. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Be a Vampire Diary. But I have Nina Dobrev. She's a tough, resilient actress. She really is, and that's the character Kate Bishop is. She's got attitude, she's got spunk, and so does Nina. It would be so fun to see. She definitely could pull it off. She's tough. I would love to see something like this from her. The character of Kate Bishop and the character she plays. I don't know who she plays in the Vampire Diaries. I'm going to be honest. I don't give a shit. But Kate is a good character. Nina is a good actress. These two can work together. They could be a nice fit. It'd be interesting to see a great dynamic. Nina just get into that role, be tough, resilient, hold her own against Jeremy Renner. She could definitely pull it off. She's one of my top choices out there. I would really love to see her do it. And yeah, Nina Dobrev is my choice. So my last choice is an actress who we've seen use a bow and arrow before. She doesn't do it anymore. Willa Holland. I like her. I really do like her. And the reason I put her on this list, I know you're going to say, well, she's on Arrow. Is she, though? If you haven't really got caught up with this season of Arrow, she hasn't really been on it much. And I think that's because she's filming another project, and I think they're going to write her off if she doesn't want to come back. Maybe she likes the show, maybe she doesn't. But if she doesn't, let's get her to another role where she's an archer. She's definitely held her own against actors before. She takes a big presence when she's on screen, which is something I want to see. You put her beside a Jeremy Renner, you put her in her own series, she can hold her own. All these actresses could do that, but Willa Holland has the experience to do something like this, especially the archery. And that's a big sell. I mean, big buy, big sell, big selling point, big buy. You know what I mean. She's a good actress, she could pull it off, so I have Willa Holland. So those are my 6 choices. Let me know who you think should play Kate Bishop. If you're a fan of Kate Bishop, if you're a fan of this Hawkeye, I would love to hear it. I'm a huge fan. We could talk about it, and I'll catch you in the next video. Good luck.